Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are looking at Module 2, Lesson 2, which is all about representing division with two-digit divisors. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you will be able to find the quotient of numbers up to 4 digits divided by 2 digits divisors using visual models. So we're looking at visual models. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Bill of Understanding on page 38. And it says, you are designing another game in which the player needs to arrange flower pots in 12 equal-sized groups. There are 156 flower pots. How many flower pots are in each group? So first, what multiplication and division equations can you write to model the number of flower pots P in each group? Well, there are 12 groups, but we don't know how many are inside each group. So 12 times P equals 156. So that then means that we would do 156 divided by 12 equals P. So then it says, how can you break apart 156 into sums of multiples of 12 and then use those multiples to make an area model? I personally always like to start with a multiple of 10 if I can. So 12 times 10 is 120. So plus, 156 minus 120 is 36. So equals 156. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rectangle. I'm going to go down 12. I'm going to go over 10. So this is 12. This is 10. And then I know that 12 goes into 36 3 times. So I need to go down 12 over 3. Then it asks, what do the number of rows and the number of columns in the area model represent? Well, the rows represent the number of groups. And the columns represent how many flower pots are in each group. So then it says, how is a dividend represented in the area model? Well, the dividend is the sum of the areas of the rectangles. because you have your 120 and you have your 36. How is the quotient represented? Well, the quotient is the sum of the number of columns. So in this case, 10 plus 3 equals 13. So how many flower pots in each group? Well, there are 13 flower pots. So here it says there are 675 gold bars hidden throughout the game. The same number of bars are placed in each of 25 treasure chests. How many bars are in each treasure chest? So what division equation models the situation? Well, we have 675 divided by 25 equals the gold bars. So break apart the dividend into multiples of the divisor and use the area model to find the quotient. Well, we're going to put 25 here because that's our dividend. So then we're going to break this apart. So again, I like to start with multiples of 10. And 25 times 10 equals 250. So we had 675 minus 250. So we have 425. So we can get another 10 out of that. So 175. So I know 4 times 25 equals 100. And 3 times 25 equals 75. So then it says, explain what the smaller rectangles represent in terms of the division equation. So the width of the rectangles is the divisor the sum of the areas is the dividend and the sum of the lengths is the quotient. So how many gold bars are in each treasure chest? Well, 10 plus 4, or 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 3 is 27. So 27 gold bars. So archaeologists find a sunken chest of 3,420 bronze coins. If the coins are to be shared equally among 20 museums, how many coins does each museum get? Well, our equation is going to be 3,420 divided by 20 equals C. This is draw an area model to find the quotient. How can you use using the greater multiple of the divisor help you draw the area model? Well, the greater multiple of the divisor that we use, the fewer smaller rectangles would be needed to find the quotient. So 20 goes on the side. Starting with 3,420. So if I did 10, I could do 10. That's only going to give me 200. So I know that 3,420 is way more than that. So I'm going to start with 100. Because I know that 100 times 20 is 2,000. So now I could go down to my tens, but that's still going to be still a lot. So I know that we got 2,000 multiplied by 100, and we still have over half of that. So half of 100 is 50. So 20 times 50 is 1,000. So now I could just use 10. 20 times 10 is 200. Use 10 again. And then I'm left with 20, which means I have one more. So 20 times 1 is 20. So then it says, how many coins did each museum get? How does your area model show this? Well, first, we add, so 100 plus 50 is 150, plus 10 is 160, plus 10 is 170, plus 1 is 171. So we have 171 coins. And to find the quotient, add the numbers at the top of the rectangle. That is all for today's lesson. Hopefully you are now able to find the quotient of numbers up to 4 digits divided by 2-digit divisors using visual models. And remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to do is be a person and do math.